Don't mind the beard, I'm just doing November for a bit. So yes, I've been asked to give my thoughts of Series 9. How I've been finding it, how I've been viewing it so far, because I realised I've never actually told you guys on YouTube. But anyway, since this is a Doctor Who related channel, I might as well actually talk about Doctor Who. So, first we're going to be doing The Magician's Apprentice stroke The Witch is Familiar, and in this sort of new series thing, I'm going to be trying to condense my views into 2.5 minutes or less. If I can manage that, that'll be something that remains to be seen. So yes, let's go! After screwing up incredibly and saving Davros' life as a child, the Doctor is living it up in Middle Ages England, only to be summoned to meet the dictator on his apparent deathbed. It's quite an explosive start to the series, with possibly the first season opener to feel like it would work just as well at the end of a series as it does at the beginning. It's vast in scale, the Daleks are at full pelt, and it's basically a spiritual sequel to Journey's End. Missy, aka the Master, is portrayed much more calmly and menacingly by Gomez than in Death in Heaven, and to be honest, I quite enjoyed her performance here, I preferred it. Clara was also pretty good, albeit being slightly less prominent than she was in Series 8, which is indeed a good thing, especially with a certain set of fandom. But the main meat of the episode has to be the spar between the Doctor and Davros. Capaldi puts in a stellar performance, matching Julian Bleach, and in fact slightly revamps his portrayal of the Doctor into the aging punk rocker. Whether this is due to complaints of last year, who knows, but I sure as hell love the change. The guitar is absolutely amazing. It is a phenomenal return for Julian Bleach in the role as he puts in a nuanced, yet intense performance as the dying Davros, even better than in Journey's End. The scene where the Doctor and him speak to each other not as enemies, but as scientists trying to ensure the survival of their kind, is simply beautiful. And despite Davros' sudden yet inevitable betrayal, I can't help but sense an essence of honesty behind those shrunken eyes. The plot is excellent in my opinion, certainly my favourite opening story since the 11th hour, and let's just give a moment to appreciate the fact that we saw classic Daleks in a non-sidelines manner. Ironic kudos to the Aside of the Daleks homage by having Clara and a Dalek once again. Finally, one of the more controversial elements of the series, their sonic shades. To be honest, I don't really mind them. Oh, boo yourself. The loss of the screwdriver worked for me in the story, but yes, while the glasses do come across as a bit of a gimmick, I have no strong feelings one way or the other. To be honest, I don't feel the Doctor needs sonic devices. The 1st, 5th, for the most part 6th and 7th got by perfectly fine without it. On the not so cool side of the story, I guess I could say the ending was indeed a tad bit rushed, and almost cheap with the underground Dalek mutants mutiny, and the addition of emotive dialogue equaling exterminate was an unnecessary addition to the Dalek mythos that we probably could have done without. But this doesn't detriment the strengths of Moffat's story this time around. All in all, however, I give The Magician's Apprentice stroke Witch is Familiar an overall 10 out of 12. See what I did there, because 12, you know, never mind. Quick shoutouts to Joshua Barreto, an Epic 10 cosplayer, as well as Thomas aka the Doctor Who Collector on Instagram, who has put together 100% complete version of the costume for this one. So yeah, those are my views on the opening series premiere. Next time I'll be covering Under the Lake stroke Before the Flood, White House's creepy two-parter. So yeah, until next time, see ya!